Welcome again to my YouTube channel. I welcome you this day. I've been away for quite some time, but I am back. I will just ask you or request you, please, to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, today I wanted us to look into the Adani issue, the contract cancellation by President William Ruto. The reasons as to why the president, in his own wisdom, decided to cancel the contract with Adani. Now, number one, it's the fear of the US. The president has got fears because, as you remember, some 2 days back, the Adani guy was indicted in the US, and this one was because of the shoddy deals or because of the massive bribery that Adani has been involving himself with so as to win the tenders in the US and other countries worldwide. So the US indicted him and others some few days. So the president, in his own wisdom, decided that I don't want to be at loggerheads with the US because the US is the superpower. So I don't want to be at loggerheads with the US. So the only thing that I can do to remove myself and Kenya from this mess is to cancel the deals. That's number one. Before we continue listening to the president canceling those tenders.
I have stated in the past and now reiterate today that in the face of undisputed evidence or credible information on corruption, I will not hesitate to take decisive action. Accordingly, I now direct, in furtherance of the principles enshrined in Article 10 of the Constitution on transparency and accountability, and based on new information provided by investigative agencies and partner nations, that the procuring agencies within the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum immediately cancel the ongoing procurement process for the JKIA expansion public-private partnership transaction. Let me repeat this for clarity. I have said that because of the information that has been provided to us by partner nations, I have directed agencies within the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum to immediately cancel the ongoing procurement process for JKI expansion public-private partnership transaction, as well as the recently concluded Ketrago transmission in public partnership and immediately commence the process of onboarding alternative partners, because these are important projects.
Number two, it's because of the pressure from the church. As you remember, some few past weeks, the churches have been all over the president's neck, telling him to do the right things to Kenyans, to say the truth, to fulfill his promises to the people of Kenya. And if you can remember, on Sunday, the president attended a church service in one of the Catholic churches in Nairobi, and he offered them some amount, almost 6 million. He attended that service with Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja, and they offered them some money. But a day after that, the Catholic Archbishop decided to return back the money that were offered to the church, claiming it looks like, or it will look like, the president is trying to bribe the Catholic Church after they had told him point blank that whatever he's doing is not good. So the president, the Archbishop decided that they'll not use the money, but the money to be sent back to the president. That is number two. Number three, it's like the president is trying to win back Kenyans. He was cancelled by the churches, or he was advised by the churches, and they told him to do things which are correct, to do or to fulfill the promises. And this one, maybe he's trying to show Kenyans that he's a listening leader. He listened to the church elders or the clergy, and that he has cancelled that deal because that guy seems not to be a good guy. So he decided to cancel that deal. That is according to me. The reason number four, maybe he's trying to set up Raila Odinga to Kenyans, because as you can remember, Raila endorsed Adani. After people or Kenyans started complaining about the airport being given to Adani, Raila came from nowhere and told Kenyans that he knew Adani way back, and he was introduced to Adani by the Indian Prime Minister way back, and that Adani is a very good company and they will work for Kenyans and the airport will be good and everything. Now, the president has cancelled that deal with Adani, and Raila Odinga had already endorsed that company. The US has indicted. They have indicted the same company. Now, can you see that maybe it's a game the president is playing to the former prime minister, so that he sets him up against Kenyans? Because as we are talking, even Raila's popularity has gone down the moment he started associating himself with the government of William Ruto. People no longer support him massively the way they used to do in other years, listening to the former prime minister endorsing Adani.
We all have misgivings about how the current proposed PPPs concerning the JKIA and power distribution have been processed, which has resulted in a raging debate over the involvement of the Indian firm in the airport and energy sector projects. Unfortunately, these misgivings have also resulted in a lot of misinformation regarding the investors who have made the PPP's proposals. I have had a chance to interact with the PPP proposers in question. It is my duty to state what I know about them. When I was the Prime Minister of Kenya, I was introduced to the company and its activities by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while he was then the Chief Minister of the state of Gujarat. Indeed, Prime Minister Modi organized for a Kenya government mission to visit Gujarat, and I had the opportunity to visit this company's infrastructure projects in that state that included a port, a power plant, a railway line, and an airstrip developed out of what was a swamp donated by the government of India. I'm talking about Adani group of companies. I also visited the city of Mumbai to see the electricity projects set up by the company, where it serves over 13 million consumer meters in metropolitan Mumbai and the industrial hub of Mundra Special Economic Zone. Adani Energy Solution Limited has a cumulative transmission network of 21,783 circuit kilometers of power transmission lines and 61,687 megavolts ampere transmission capacity. The company owns more than energy infrastructure than Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania combined.
Now guys, what's your say on this? Please comment on this video and like it. Bye bye for now.